7 o'clock
7 p.m. Eastern Time. Playhouse.
on the East Coast. And right off the bat, look who we got. Hold on. Right, where the hell is he? There he is.
Hey. Tim.
What's up,
Tim Gorgon.
Almost like Goo Gone.
The gore is
Tim
gone. Trust me.
Gorgon.
The Goo Gone, we needed to take the wax off the floor. That we never did. It was an empty promise.
I'll get you Gorgon.
of all the empty promises to make to somebody who just had their carpet ruined, is to promise the Goo Gone and never come back with it.
Sorry,
Oh, so how's everybody doing?
Right.
Doing good. Doing good.
You know, before we get started, because there's just a whole bunch of shit, and I want to see what everybody's up to. Kyle, I wanted to show you this thing. This is a keg blaster. It is a guitar amp.
No.
It's a 9-volt battery amp. I have one left because a friend from my audience
Okay.
sent two in just for giveaways and stuff. And it's from what is it, cactusampworks.com or something like that.
Cool.
Anyway, STP used this on one of their I think it's called Humbleberry Pie. It's like a 2008 recording, a 2010 release. You got to check this out later on.
I think we need to record a song with that.
Well, it's just all you need is a 9-volt battery. It's got an in, it's got an output, it's got an input, and it has one switch, I guess, for gain and clean. I don't know.
Does it have a speaker, or you got to plug it in?
No, that's the speaker right here.
That's the speaker.
So if you guys,
Wow.
you guys show up at a beach somewhere. I know how you guitarists just like making noise wherever you go.
Yeah. That's.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, just can't put that guitar down.
I just go to the beach with my keg amp.
Apparently, it pumps.
I mean, I'm
Music is a
actually
way
curious.
of life.
I mean, I love it.
Wait, let me see if I can. Well, Tim, how have you been?
Doing good. Doing good. Sorry, I kind of spaced on coming up there.
Can you
today.
get a little bit closer to that microphone?
You're low, Tim.
Sorry. Can you hear me better?
A little bit closer.
A little closer.
A little better.
Oh, I get
Yeah,
it. There
that's
you
good.
go.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So I kind of spaced on coming up there today. My bad. Have another guest artist staying with us. Him and his family are staying with us, so we've been consumed with that, and signed a new deal for my band Blood Throne, which I can't reveal
Yeah.
who I signed with, but yeah.
That's great.
So you were shopping and you got a response.
Yes. Yeah, I got passed on some bigger labels and stuff, but yeah, we finally landed with someone super sick, so I'm pumped.
So what does that mean for the next 2 years? What does that mean? Is that album support? Is it getting you on the road? What is it?
No, it's not like a full record deal. It's kind of like distribution with like marketing support and stuff like that. So
Great.
yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, so we'll be releasing the EP that's already done probably early next year. Just have to like roll out all the promo and shoot a music video and all that kind of good stuff. So
Honestly,
together.
That's great.
if being signed to a record label meant that they would take a song that we would record or something like that and just work tirelessly to get it into every major streaming platform rotation or playlists or something like that, if that's all it meant for distribution these days, where it used to be album sales back 15 years ago or so, that's worth it in and of itself, even if you're not even getting any tour support.
Yeah, 100%, totally worth it. Especially with our status and stuff. We're not a full-time band by any means. Everyone has like other stuff going on. So based on what they're offering, it's it's a pretty sweet deal for sure.
Hey, that's great,
Yeah.
man. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations.
So who'd you have to suck off for this?
Just 2 or 3 people.
2 or 3?
Not the normal 5 or 6. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
You would have gotten the tour support. You would have gotten the tour support if you went 5.
Yeah.
Just tough.
Right, but he's got other things going on.
That says a lot about my my past career. There's a lot of
Yeah.
It's
of
funny.
pleasure going around.
I was talking to Monty Connor from he's the one who signed he signed a lot of bands who are on Roadrunner. He doesn't work with Roadrunner anymore. He works with Nuclear Blast.
Oh, Monty,
And-
yeah.
yeah,
I met him before, yeah.
And I met him at the Trivium shows, because whenever I see Trivium in the city, I always see him. So now we've become friendly, and we went out to dinner one night in Little Italy. We went to Original Vincent's, and he kept spilling tomato sauce on his shirt the entire night, and Walt kept making comments about it. I think he thought it was funny, and it really was funny. But anyway,
good for
the
you,
real
Walt.
the real reason I bring that up is because he was just rattling off stories the entire night about bands that he almost signed, close calls. Obviously, his big, what he would, I guess, his pride and joy was Typo Negative. He would always say that
Right.
while everyone was kind of they were on the whole 90s grunge Seattle hype, he said, well, I've got my version of grunge in Brooklyn, that, and he was absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
So he was telling me he just loves talking about Typo Negative. But the other thing that he was talking about was how he almost signed Pantera.
Really?
Wow.
Pantera
No
was
shit.
almost a Roadrunner band. And the story that he told me, and the reason I bring this up is because you were talking about tour support, is that the Abbott brothers, the father was their manager. And he basically said, he said, we're not going to sign unless we get tour support. And they were like, well, that's not part of what we can give right now. I guess at the time, Roadrunner, they weren't able to give tour support to Pantera. And they ended up not getting them to sign on to the deal. And I think that I think they almost like the Abbott, what's the father's name? I don't know, but the manager, he almost caved and took the deal anyway. But I think like that was like right around the time that other label came. Who was the Atco? What was the label that went and saw them play in Texas, and they ended up signing them?
I think it was Atco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they lost that deal. But I
Can
thought
you
it was
imagine?
But they used to. But I guess labels used to actually give tour support. Like, but even back then, they weren't it wasn't something that was common.
What does tour support consist of? Like in the 90s,
It's basically like an advance that the label gives you.
it is a loan.
It's 100% recoupable.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah. So
Yeah.
they want that money back as soon
Yeah,
as
yeah.
possible.
And it's
Yeah.
cross collateralization as well. So they're not only taking it from ticket sales at the venue, they're taking it from merch sales, they're taking it for everything. So
Record sales.
Depends on your deal.
Okay.
When we were signed to Victory Records, they would take that just straight out of our royalties.
Okay.
We didn't
Did
see
you
a
get
dime
any
until
tour
that was
support
recouped.
from Victory?
A little bit, not much. Couple G's here and there. We didn't really ask for it.
Did they do
Okay.
did they actually put the tour together for you though, book it and everything?
No, they had nothing to do with touring. The label management and booking agent are all separate. They're all
Okay.
separate.
Okay. Yeah.
They work together in some kind of cohesion, like with to line up with like a release or whatever. But they operate separately.
Separate entities.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I thought that the label would have a little bit more like, all right, it's time to get them back on the road again, and like
Isn't that what the
labels do.
365 deals are that you hear about nowadays?
The 360 deals, yeah. Roadrunner
360,
did that a lot,
okay,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
what is that?
Which
You a
is-
sh-
Can
they
you
front
explain
a
it?
shit ton of money. They front you a shit ton of money, and then you don't make any money until all that's paid back. So a lot of times, like a label will, front for marketing, PR, all this other stuff,
Right.
and they will recoup a percentage of your royalties until that's recouped, or 100%. But yeah, when you're a 360 deal, they would throw like, I don't know, like 300, 400, 500K at a band.
Okay.
And they wouldn't make a dime until that's recouped.
Now,
100%.
Right.
do they is living included in a 360 deal? Like, would they also give the band money to live?
That's
yeah,
rough.
I mean, you give the band the money, and they kind of do what they will with it.
But
Like,
wait,
either
the
pay
three to
themselves,
the 3 to
or-
500,000 that you, like you said, that has to go toward the actual pulling together all the resources for the tour.
Yeah, that goes towards
That's
buying
rough.
gear, renting buses,
Everything.
That's
uh,
rough.
uh,
And then you have a
Right.
band of 3 to 5 people who have to
Oh,
live
yeah.
off of $100,000.
Plus a crew.
Oh, fuck.
Right. At
Oh,
least the
shit.
sound and
That-
merch person. Right.
That's rough.
It's nothing.
yeah, yeah.
And in today's money, right?
Yeah.
360 deals are no bueno.
I was going
Well,
to say, when you said shit
interesting.
ton of money, I was like, okay, if it's 7 figures, maybe you can get by. But then you have to
If
Well-
you have never watched the documentary on the boy bands, like NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys and the manager of that band? Like I think it's on. I forget.
Perlman. It was his
I don't.
name.
Yeah, I forget what the documentary's
Perlman,
called.
Yeah.
I forget what the documentary's called, but you really should watch it because it kind of talks about this, like all the things, like when it pulls back the curtain and a lot of things that we already know. But even with pop stars, you think that like they have this image of like, oh, rich and famous, and it's exactly this. Like they have money to live off of, and then when it comes time for them to get a check, it's like $8,000.
Right.
You know, it's insane.
Everybody feeds. I'm trying to. What the hell was that? I watched that one with the boy bands. I watched that one.
It was a Netflix. It was Netflix. It was Netflix, right? Yeah. I didn't see it, but I.
Oh, Dirty Pop, the boy band scam.
Yeah,
I think that's what it's called. It was 3-part limited release. Came out July of 2024. That's it.
Right.
Yeah. Lou Pearlman.
Yeah, the dude got rich off those young men.
I know.
Hey, he knew what he was doing, right?
Yeah.
For better or for worse. Actually, my sister-in-law just saw the Backstreet Boys at the Sphere. She said it was pretty cool.
Yeah, they're doing
like,
a residency
insane. Yeah.
So then they must have gone back.
They're doing a residency. Maybe they do it in blocks or something.
Yeah, because I saw really awesome footage of
insane, dude.
them at the Sphere.
With
Didn't
Metallica.
we played it on the?
Oh, right. And
with
one of the
Metallica,
guys was scared, so he had his harness and the little thing he was holding on. Yeah.
They're playing with Metallica at the Sphere, right?
It might be.
It's a co-headliner.
Backstreet Boys featuring Metallica.
I was so pissed off when I saw Metallica is going to be at Mohegan Sun.
I saw that
2
on the
days
highway.
in November.
Yeah.
And I had no clue, or else I would have tried to figure out a way to. Because I really want to bring Aurora to a Metallica show.
Yeah.
And
the tickets are astronomical.
I know. No,
they're crazy.
Well, it's already sold. They're long since sold out.
Yeah,
but
I gotcha. Yeah.
Insane figures.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully they do more shows like that and places like that so that more people can go. But isn't the problem with the finances the scalpers, right? The resellers? Didn't we talk about that one time?
There's a lot of bots that buy the tickets.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, we did that
what,
like 2 to 3 episodes ago about that.
Yeah, we were talking about.
They grab them all up.
It's
Hey, you know
still
what's
a
going to be
problem.
really crazy? The scalping of people who are scalping all of the communist markdown lettuce in the city. They're going to take 30%. They're going to take the 30% off communist lettuce, and they're going to go scalp it outside of Yankee Stadium.
Does it give you the diarrhea virus?
What is
that was going around?
communist? What's communist lettuce?
The mayor of New York City he thinks he reinvented the wheel. He's going to make healthy food more affordable for people. So he's creating government run grocery stores, and certain items are going to be marked down 30% below market price, undercutting actual businesses that you need to be prosperous so that you have somebody to tax. And it's all a fucking mess. So it's just a joke about
I can't Wait to see
scalping.
the lines. I can't wait to see the lines.
That stuff, it's going to evaporate in no time. And the big problem with all everybody's having is just theft. So that'll be it.
Anyway,
support your local bodegas and grocery stores.
That's right.
Please.
Beef patties and rice.
Phil the Peddler.
Yeah.
From a Bronx Tale.
Yeah, and I did what there was something else I was going to bring up. Did you hear about what was going on? Did you hear about what's been going on with Avenged Sevenfold?
No.
With the new album
They put out this
I heard
new EP
a little bit
under a different name, Scatia,
something like that.
I saw a headline or something. I didn't listen to it.
They actually and they put out a music video. You have to watch a clip of this video because
you got to get it. Bring it up.
It's unbelievable. But
his voice.
But the thing is, the thing about it is like so from what I understand, they're a completely independent band now. They're after 26 years, they're completely independent. So they're just I think like based on what Matt Shadows was talking about in an interview, is that this is kind of like their from what I'm getting from it is like this is their like showing that they can do whatever they want.
Right.
You know?
Statica interview. What's the interview I'm looking for? Does Brian Storm have it or something?
Brian he covers it pretty well, but I also want he covers it. Watch a little bit of that because
all right, rock feed.
and then you got to hear some of the song because it's just like, what?
Avenged Sevenfold just pissed off their fans. That one?
Yeah.
I actually like it. I think what they're doing is great.
The song? Oh, I
The
have
whole
no
thing, dude. All of it.
Avenged Sevenfold
Hey, can you hear this, Tim?
apparently has stirred up quite the
Yes, I can hear
controversy after they surprise released their new project called Statica. They're playing multiple sets on their current tour, which is sick. A whole set dedicated just to Statica performing before the great Good Charlotte, and then Avenged goes up, of course, and headlines the tour as well. Now, let's dig into the controversy
opened the
surrounding
show.
the new music from Avenged Sevenfold. Avenged Sevenfold opened for themselves Saturday night in Ridgedale, Missouri, under a different name from backstage, never once setting foot on the stage. The set time graphic listed a band called Statica slotted between the opener and Good Charlotte. Fans went looking for what that was and found nothing because the name was about 48 hours old. 2 days earlier, on July 23rd, 4 songs called Statica appeared with no single, no announcement, no press, nothing. 18 minutes and 7 seconds of robotic vocals, science fiction synths, and electronic dance beats. The new music was reportedly produced by Joe Barresi, the same man behind Life is But a Dream. Then they played the whole thing live from backstage, piped out to the venue on the video screens while the stage sat empty. One critic gave the new music a 1 out of 10. One fan post on the Avenged Sevenfold subreddit, but the other side of it in 3 words: horrible and embarrassing. And that same 1 out of 10 review from Wall of Sound conceded the only thing that actually matters here: now that they're independent, they can do whatever they want. Now, a few months ago, Avenged Sevenfold made a major announcement. On May 19th, Avenged Sevenfold announced they had bought back the master recordings and the rights to the stage. They said, quote, "After 26 years, Avenged Sevenfold is now a fully independent band." The same statement described the record they just bought back. Tackled AI, political and social critique, simulation theory, and existentialism in 2016. M. Shadows said the same thing about the stage last year in an interview. Quote, "Themes that literally weren't even relevant till now." Speaking of their massive 2013 hit, Hail to the King, M. Shadows previously described that as, quote, "a dumbed-down version of rock music." It's the biggest song they've ever written, around 820 million streams on Spotify. For a lot of people, it's the first Avenged Sevenfold song they ever heard. And here's how the singer describes that outcome. "Unfortunately, Hail to the King worked." Now, he told me in an interview last year why the audience isn't getting a vote on any of their music. Quote,
So at the end of the day, like, you can't, we're not making art by committee, right? This isn't art by committee. It's not like everybody give us your ideas and we're all going to kind of morph the same thing.
he also named exactly what does make art by committee. Quote,
We have AI to do that now. Right. Right.
Zachy Vengeance said it plainer on the Nick Nocturnal podcast in March. The band always comes back to Metallica, Pantera, Misfits, Bad Religion. Then they go hunting for the other thing. Quote, "Anything that's going to piss off fans and get their minds working." Now, nobody in Ridgedale got a shortened set list either. After Good Charlotte, Avenged came out as Avenged and opened with Nightmare for the first time since...
So I was gonna say, why is everybody so pissed off? They did a little weird thing in the beginning of a show, and it wasn't like the show. Like if that's what they did for their spot, and they just kind of like punked people, I'd be pissed off. I can get over this a little bit better, and
Yeah, because I don't see the problem either. They're not trying to, like, they're calling the project Statica, and they aren't. It's not like it's an Avenged Sevenfold album.
okay, so
You got to play the song. Though.
You gotta,
All right.
there's
You gotta
a
play
music
it,
video
Frank.
for it.
I haven't heard the song yet.
all right, Static,
Okay, so it's Tim's first time.
Statica, Avenged Sevenfold. There's a official video.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 6 minutes long. Oh, great.
Well, you can kind of skip around
Yeah.
because
Here.
it's like a movie almost. Kanye West. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, I can't hear it for some reason.
you can't hear it. just pretty bold.
I think it's amazing.
Okay, but,
It's awesome.
but hold on a second. But wait a minute. If you just like that can very easily be in the style of their Nightmare album. You know, if you add the guitars, drums, and he just like sings his normal way, and it would sound like Avenged Sevenfold.
He doesn't sound too much different than he usually does.
Right. It's like it sounds. I mean, with the exception of it being synthesizers, is that not
Right.
their sound? Kind of.
Well, there's
I
going
don't
to be all I see here is that there's going to be a market for this, and it's not going to be a huge part of their diehards. But I mean, there's going to be overlap. This looks like an expansion.
Or is it satire?
It could be. Maybe it's commentary on
You
one
know?
thing or another. But I mean, obviously, it's important enough to them for them to produce it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it can't all just be a joke.
I mean, or it could be because they can do it now. They're independent. That's how I read it. You know?
Tim couldn't hear it. I'm sorry, Tim.
It's okay.
Usually
I
this.
don't know. I don't know why it doesn't come through. It's weird.
I don't know why
the last
either.
video I can hear.
Shit. Well, I mean,
All
is there
right,
another? Is this the only? This is not the only because they said that they went. The Statica live performance was what they said 18 minutes from behind the stage. So it's not just this. There's other tracks.
I think
guess
it's an
so.
EP they released, as I understand.
Let's see how they
So.
ended the song. Hold on. Here's the last 45 seconds.
Video can't be that. The video can't be that cheap.
That I liked.
Right. You like that?
That on the end I like that the vibe it gave me. It put me somewhere weird.
I mean, yeah. I like.
That video can't be that cheap.
Do you think
No.
that's all like blue screen work?
I don't know, but I mean, it's well. It looks like it's well edited, well
Right.
produced. You know, there's good production value to it.
And
Damn.
The video looks great.
So now, as an independent, like, you know, they're an independent business entity, right? So they're fronting the money for that video. They're doing everything themselves, right? That's the whole
Right.
point.
Basically,
Good for them.
all the money
great.
that they made from Hail to the King. The song that unfortunately worked for them, as Matt Shadows put it, the song that unfortunately worked and made them rich.
Okay. And that's from the 2016 album?
No, well, what was it? Hail to the King. What album was that on? Was that the name of the album?
That was the one after Nightmare.
That was after
what-
Nightmare.
It was the next one after Nightmare.
Is that a
Gotcha,
self-titled?
gotcha.
Is that like the self-title? Was it the name of the album?
that
Hail
was
to
the
the
name of the
King.
album. I thought it
Hail
was
to the King.
Is that the album where the song sounded like Sad But True and people
right,
didn't?
but that was the
Yeah.
whole point.
Yeah, yeah.
The whole
yeah.
point was that like they made it clear that they were doing like almost like a tribute to
Tribute.
Blackout
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Black Album,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it fucking worked. Like it became their biggest. That's typical, but I mean, you know. You know, man,
what a sound.
I was listen.
That just brings me back.
Yeah, it's funny because I was just thinking about they were mentioning Pantera, Metallica, all those bands and stuff, and I was just thinking about Far Beyond Driven, and I was dissecting Strength Beyond Strength because I was listening to it and I'm like, man, this came out at a time where Metallica they had made their mainstream basically conversion with Black Album.
Right.
And Pantera was in a position where they were at the peak of their career and they could have done something very similar. They could have went more mainstream and did the whole rock thing or more like, you know, what Black Album was, which I love the Black Album. It's one of the, you know, I mean, that album is still charting. It'll, I don't think it'll ever stop charting. But man, it's like, when you listen to Strength Beyond Strength and dissect the lyrics, it's like this, it's the biggest fuck you. How many bands can say that? Like, you're in the mainstream. This is like your first #1 album, and it's the heaviest album. Like you got increasingly heavier. This is you decided to go to the far end of that, and you're basically saying in the title track, the first intro track, fuck you and your college dream.
Yeah.
Like fuck all of you who says that I'm gonna be broke in a fucking gutter. You know, like you know, fuck you. You know, we're legalizing. Yeah, like we're legalizing dope in your pristine streets. We're making a fortune. We're doing everything the fuck we want to do. We're doing this, and it's just like, also, not to mention the heaviest breakdown in one of the heaviest breakdowns ever. That we've grown into a monster, and just the yell that he lets out is so fucking incredible. Just think about that shit. I mean,
that's another one of those riffs that finally found a home after, because that was an old. You hear that because they released that. What was it? Was it that Piss song that they put out? It was an old riff that they didn't have a home for.
Piss was that riff was in Use My Third Arm. What's the breakdown in Use My Third Arm? It's
Hold on. It
might as well just pull it
up.
Play it.
Sorry, hold on. Which one?
Half-ass for most his life.
that one.
I mean,
That's right. Oh,
Could you? Oh man, I can't. Like, it's so funny because you see there's so many fake bands that pretend to be something, and you can say whatever the hell you want about Pantera. It's like, oh, you're macho, but come on, man, that they embodied it. They were actually the real deal. Like, there's so many bands, there's so many people who try to be tough that just that song is tough. It's so fucking tough. It's like it's just like,
I'm trying to find a setting over here that will make sure that Tim could hear the audio. I don't know why.
Yeah, I have everything turned on my end. I went to the audio setting, and then I went to
Output.
original sound for musicians.
Incoming. Okay. Input volume. Noise removal default, personalized audio isolate. I don't know. It's so stupid.
I've selected for original sound for musicians, so I don't know.
I just think it's funny that Tim is not participating in this.
I'm sorry. I feel bad that Tim has been isolated. You know, this is funny because there was something else I wanted to, at some point I wanted Tim to be able to hear too, but ever since I caught on to Lars Ulrich using the drum tracks, I hear it everywhere now.
Yeah.
I found it.
You have more?
Oh yeah.
Yo, good.
I have two. I have two more. He's doing it in the verses of Blackened, and they also put in a little. It's so ridiculous how repeatable it is, but in Master of Puppets, you can hear it. I wanted to show that to you guys at some point, but
I think you're still gonna have to do it.
I'm gonna have to. But Tim might just have to leave
Back to
because I can't feel bad about
Tim.
this.
It's okay. I did it to myself.
You know, Pantera, they're in like D tuning on that album.
Are they?
I think it's D standard. There might be some drop D. Listen how heavy it is. No seven.
Remember
right?
that back then there was a lot of stuff that hadn't come out yet. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
I know.
a lot of the stuff that were just so influenced by them. And it's like, obviously things happen with Pantera that's kind of made them a controversial band now, which is unfortunate because, my God, like people don't give them enough credit now. It's like
Yeah,
they had a lot
need
of,
to.
you know, they influence everybody.
Every single metal band.
All modern metal would not be what it is.
None of it.
Everyone.
Even bands at that time were influenced by Pantera.
Yeah.
Like Fear Factory is one of them. You hear the change. And he even admits it in interviews because it was groundbreaking. Blew everyone's minds what Dime was doing, and the way Rex would play. He was the second guitar player in a lot of those breakdowns.
His
right?
bass tone, and that's another thing I've grown to appreciate more through the years. His bass tone is like bar none. Like I mean, there
Crushing,
is
dude.
no fucking other bass tone.
No, and it's clean.
Crushing.
It's got a little saturation, but it's not super distorted. You can hear what he's doing.
And
Rex Brown, man.
I mean, this is before fucking running rhythm tracks and stuff. Like, dude, Rex would just carry the fucking rhythm.
Right, for the leads is
Who
what you're
can
getting
say-
at.
like,
Right,
who
yeah,
can-
yeah.
When Dimebag was shredding, like, dude,
Yeah.
that bass tone would just carry the heavy, dude.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the and I started realizing that when I like 101 Proof, that is one of the greatest live albums ever because
Ever.
it's so good and you hear in that recording how well Rex fills in the background when Dime has to solo. And
Answer me, hear the fucking bass.
you don't lose anything. And that's the other thing, whereas everybody else was listening to Dime being essentially the Eddie Van Halen of our little neck of the woods and beyond. But
Yep.
Phil was in a way, everybody was taking notes on how to be a frontman from Phil.
Yep.
Oh, 100%.
Everybody.
I still do little nods to 101 Proof in my live shows to this
Yeah.
day. To this day, dude.
You did a live show recently, I heard.
Yeah.
Kind
Oh
of.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So, Within the Ruins played the Shadows Fall 30th anniversary show up
Oh,
in
shit,
Springfield,
man.
Mass. And Unearth was also on the bill.
Wow.
And Joe texted me like a month or two ago, and he was like, "Hey, come up and do a song, dude. This is like hometown shit. Like,
I saw that.
Within the Ruins is based in Westfield, which is the next town over from Springfield, Mass.
Right.
That's
right.
awesome.
And I was like, yeah, 100%, dude. So I went up and did a song. It was fucking cool.
Yeah,
Super
man.
fucking cool.
Everybody responded very well too. It looked like you're having a ball.
I didn't post about it. No one posted about it. Everyone was fucking shocked, dude. And
Right,
kids were
right,
fucking
right.
nuts. It was fucking cool.
Okay.
Super
I was going to
fucking
say,
cool.
what are you talking about? I thought I saw it.
No, yeah. he
Well, no,
was
like leading up to it,
into
like-
How
it.
was
He did hype it.
Unearth?
What's that?
How was Unearth?
They're always sick. They always kill it.
I was
Always kill it.
surprised to learn like Ken isn't in the band anymore because I'm so out of it sometimes. I
Yeah,
had no
he
idea
was,
till like
I don't know-
couple months
I don't
ago.
remember. I don't remember what year he left, but
Yeah.
he joined all
As I lay
what's it
dying.
as lay dying for a little bit.
Yeah.
That fell apart
Yep. Yep.
for
Well,
obvious
for obvious
reasons.
reasons.
Yeah. Wait.
And-
what do you mean for obvious reasons?
You're not
I mean,
up to
the
date on the
singer-
whole Tim
I'm
Lambesis
joking.
saga.
Dude,
I'm joking.
It's a
I'm
saga.
joking.
I mean,
I've
it's a
followed it.
never-ending saga. He's like Michael Myers. He keeps coming back.
Listen,
Yeah, it's insane. But yeah, Ken is in All That Remains now.
yeah,
which is
I
very-
heard
we're
that.
very
I
thrilled.
read
Yeah.
that. You know,
Yeah.
I heard it through the grapevine. You know, so connected.
My
But,
sources.
Yeah, exactly. But that's cool, man. Remember the Oncoming Storm? How fucking heavy that
I was
album?
just listening. It came
Dude.
up on Shuffle the other
So
day.
That
heavy.
dropped, it was like a game changer.
I was
That
just
a game
listening to it the
changer
other
record.
day.
Like it had everything. The guitars were fucking huge. The drums, you know, they were just doing their thing. And oh man, vocals.
Wait, what is this? The Live Songs 101 Proof Tour rare footage? What is
Dude,
that?
I love on Instagram finding all these clips that come up of Pantera from
Yeah.
1996.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Like that
so
era.
sick.
Holy shit,
That's the
man!
best.
Well, you know,
Fucking best.
hey, let me also say again. We talked about this before. I guess everybody's doing it, but I mean, if you're a Pantera and a Metallica fan, you are in heaven right now. Everything is coming out, and I'm not even just talking about okay, you know, they're opening up their archives. Metallica premieres on their YouTube account full concerts from all across the last 50 years.
Really? No shit.
Full concerts all the time. There's always and they're not, and it's not just the Metallica official. It is so many other smaller sites and channels that are posting well-produced, great audio, full concerts across the board of things you never thought you were going to see. Like we always, all we had was, Cunning Stunts or the Binge and Purge box set or something like that. Now you've got and then on top of it, everybody is uploading all of their VHS. I don't know how people did this, but they have a full 2-hour concert from a camcorder from the early 90s, and it sounds great. The shit from the Justice tour, shit from the later 80s, like right before Justice, and it's nuts. And Pantera, the same thing too. I can't believe how much stuff is out there. You can watch new shit every night.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, you think
It's awesome.
how much even like the Metallica camp, when they go to release an official video, they have tons of footage, right? They probably filmed multiple concerts and chose the best one, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Right?
I've seen a ton of stuff from Slipknot in that regard too.
Oh, really?
Like early Slipknot. So when they were like opening the second stage Ozfest, like
See, that's what I would love to see more of, because I've not.
I've seen a ton.
I haven't seen any of that, any of like their documentation. I'd love to see that.
Next time it pops up, I'll send it.
Yeah,
to you.
send it up. Well, like when they're beating the shit out of each other on stage.
Yeah.
In the beginnings, like that was like, I still like Slipknot, but that was like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? When it came out, it's like, what's
But
this?
every band, it just seems like bands from the 90s, like the late 80s into the 90s, the early 2000s, they all had their beginnings in like true authentic chaos. And you can't do that anymore. Like after a while, you get to a point where it's like, you get older and you can't plug into that same source anymore. Like obviously, like you look at Pantera, in 1996, they were fucking incredible, but they were also at their most chaotic and full of drugs and
alcoholism,
pain, fucking Phil in his back, and they were fucked up, man. Like God knows how deep those problems ran, but then the music. I mean, like I hate to say it, but sometimes to get the most chaotic sounding and feeling thing, you have to be fucking that fucked up.
Well, that's what real art is, right?
Dude, Bad Times produces very, very sick metal. When you're happy and you're like comfortable and stuff, it's very hard to.
I know, yeah. It's
sick
like
metal, yeah.
That's why it's like it's nice. Like when you go see Metallica now with Pantera, don't get me wrong. I enjoy the time being there and you're watching. You're watching them on stage and you're sitting down in your seat, whatever. But you also know, like this is like a Comic-Con version of what they were. It's
right. It's like a cover band.
I didn't see them with Metallica, but I've seen the Pantera reunion celebration or whatever they call it. Seen it like two or three times, and it's just like a nostalgia bomb. Yeah, basically.
Right.
It's nice.
And they kill it. It sounds fucking awesome, but it's not the same as when I saw Pantera for the first time in 1999.
It could never be though. That's the
when
thing.
Fucking Great Southern Trendkill came out, dude. That was like insanity. Like nothing has come close since then. I was fucking 13 years old. That changed my life.
Trendkill is that's another. Like, I remember when I was getting into Pantera, and at the time, once I started to really get warmed up to the evil sounding screaming vocals, which I was first afraid of because I thought I was going to get possessed. But once I really got warmed up to it and I started liking it, then it was just like I went all in. So Pantera for me, that first opening track of the Great Southern Trendkill, the screaming, that album very easily became like my favorite Pantera album because it was the most chaotic.
Yeah.
It's
and
like
when I saw them at that show, they didn't have any intro or anything. The lights just went dark. Phil came out and he was like, "Fuck everything, we're Pantera," and then they went straight into
that's why they're fucking great.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no bullshit. And remember, put it in perspective. Grunge was like at its apex, right? Like alternative music, which I love, was at its apex. And there was metal, but they carried the torch into the 2000s.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
They paved the way for heavy music. Yeah. 100%.
I mean,
through that time there was like death metal and all that stuff.
Yeah, of course, and it was great
and stuff. But
for
the mainstream, it was.
That's what I'm saying. For the mainstream, like I had a guitar teacher. His name was Sal at Palumba Music.
I think you say Jason.
No, well, he was one of them, but it was this guy Sal, and he was a really great guy.
I remember all these names.
Okay.
I don't remember faces, but I just remember the names.
This was an alternative rock guy, but Pantera, he loved Pantera. See, they appealed to even the non-metalhead people, and he told me they're the greatest heavy metal band ever. I don't even like metal.
I remember Jason.
You know,
Jason was first of all, he was an incredible lead guitarist.
Yeah.
But he was teaching me drums.
Yeah.
And he was I remember he was the one that put like the Immigrant Song drum beat in front of me, and those are the kind of things I had to do. But then we would always take little detours, and he was the one that showed me that band Cynic for the first time.
Oh yeah.
He also brought
he was into all that shit.
But he brought Judas Priest Jugulator to me.
Oh, did he really?
And he's, so we started listening to. He said, "You gotta listen to Scott Travis and all that other shit." And and then of course I asked him, "What do you think about Kirk Hammett?"
He hated Kirk.
That was
Hammett.
the worst thing you could have asked him, because he said, "I can play better than Kirk Hammett with my penis." And I said, "All right." And at that time, I just laughed. I said, "That's funny."
Well, actually, he had one solo that he respected. It was Fade to Black. The intro solo to Fade to Black was the only Kirk Hammett solo he respected.
Well, it's so memorable.
Yeah, and he taught it to me. I used to be able to play it. Jason actually he gave me 2 albums. He wrote it in my marble notebook that I would bring to lessons. 2 albums I had to go get. Fear Factory Demanufacture and Chaos Sphere. Well, Meshuggah Chaos Sphere.
Chaos
so
Sphere,
he's the guy who got me into those 2 bands.
Wow.
New Millennium
I
Cyanide
bought them.
Christ.
Yeah. That's why I got into those bands. I went. He told me what to get, and I went and got it.
When you got them, did you go across the street to the Vinyl Solution?
No, I went to. It was probably Coconuts at the time. I remember Vinyl Solution.
Cocoa Nuts, yes. There was a few.
I don't think they had.
There was a few.
That album.
That
and,
album,
the Vinyl Solution.
New Millennium Cyanide Christ has some of the best metal rhythms, like patterns, ever.
So percussive.
Yeah.
Did you guys get to see Meshuggah on their last tour?
No, I didn't.
I thought you guys all went to go see Meshuggah when
no,
I was.
We saw. So Anthony, myself,
April of 2003,
right, and John Sia, we went and saw them at the Chance, and that was the Nothing album.
Strapping Young Lad opened up.
Right.
Oh wow, yeah.
Strapping Young Lad opened up.
Yeah, and that was like when Strapping. That's before Alien. They were still raw.
That was 2003, 2 years after Chuck Schuldiner died, and John Sia, John, our friend John at the time, he went up to Gene Hoglan and said, "Oh man, it sucks that Chuck died." Like you say that, like you don't say like, "Hey, sorry to hear about your friend,"
or hello.
Yeah, it's like that character Chris Farley
Gene,
played.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, Gene,
none of that.
Sucks about Chuck, dude.
Hey, Gene, sucks about Chuck.
Did you hear Chuck died? Hey, Gene, did you hear Chuck died?
And at the time, Gene wore these big like construction boots.
He still does.
He didn't tie them.
He still does.
So they were loose. He still does.
They're like
for the weight,
they're like these big, heavy leather boots that almost have like red flames on them.
Yeah.
I actually played
with like duct tape on them.
I played Gene Hoglan on the show the other night. I forgot what it was.
The Atomic Clock.
Well, I came up. I said, you guys got to check this out. And I just played because he has a lot of drum cam footage out there. So I just played him, performing Skeksis and.
Dude, Alien is one of the best albums,
front to back.
Like, it's just such a fucking masterpiece.
Well, because it's 20 years.
Banger.
The other, I think it was 2 weeks ago. It was 20 years since the New Black came out.
And then Alien.
Wow.
And
Alien's the last one, right?
We were in college when the New Black came out. That helped me get through my breakup with Lauren. Actually,
in college.
Yeah, that song "Almost Again" came out. "Almost Again" is on that album, and I was like, oh man, I played that over and over. during that month of when we broke up in 2006.
Oh,
I wonder what she's doing,
I don't know.
Lauren, after all these years.
Lauren, call into the show.
I wonder if she's
I wonder how she's doing.
She's the one that got away.
Listening to Strapping on that, I hope.
Are you guys stoked on any new releases that came out recently that you're jamming?
Honestly, I don't know.
There's this new band, Statica.
Yeah, I like Statica. In a couple weeks, I get my instrumental Sleep Token LP that I pre-ordered.
I didn't know.
Oh,
they were doing
shit.
that.
So they did
Cool.
like Even in Arcadia. I think that's the name of the album. They're
Well,
releasing it instrumental. So
They
I
do
got
that.
it. Yeah,
They stream them.
coming.
They have that. Like if you can. I remember when they put out whatever album that has the song Atlantic on it.
Okay.
I was a few years back. I would listen to their instrumental version of that album front to back, just all the time.
Oh, really?
Because
No
it's
shit,
just so
dude.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you can find it on streaming.
Sure. So I'm like,
yeah.
maybe like a few times a year, I'll buy like an actual, vinyl.
Oh,
And-
really?
Yeah,
I gotta get back
I
into
don't,
that.
I don't get like crazy with it because it adds up and whatever. So every year I buy like one or two, maybe three.
I wanted to get into
that's-
collecting vinyl, but then
you know.
I ended up just not
It-
buying the albums. Like,
so
I
like
got the vinyl player, and then I got like I have like 5 albums, and that's it.
So I have like a lot of my dad's like vinyl from the 70s when it's like real vinyl. Like you got to be careful with new vinyl because some new vinyl is just like the CD or the streaming master. So it's like a real compressed sound just then on the vinyl. So then you want to try to find vinyl or like a record that it was actually mastered for vinyl, like where they don't over compress it like they have to for streaming. Because then you're going to get more of the vinyl experience, like the dynamic. So that's what I try to.
Interesting.
That's like when I buy a few, I'm looking for that. Like,
Hell yeah.
I can't
That's
tell
what
you
I
the
like.
last time I
Yeah.
bought something physical.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been
Yeah.
contemplating going to vinyl.
I mean,
But,
I can't. You actually have to go out of your way to purchase an album. Period. These days, because really all you're doing is you're getting a monthly subscription to a streaming service.
yeah.
Right.
Where I live, there's a lot of vinyl shops.
Oh,
There's
I'm
at least
sure. Yeah.
glad it's coming back.
Yeah. Between here and the shop, there's at least 2 or 3 vinyl shops.
I thought I saw
And
cassettes were coming back too. That there were more people buying cassettes.
Yeah, they're more of a
I read
collector's
that
item.
as a like
Right.
where they don't open it, right?
Yeah.
They're just
Yeah,
buying
yeah.
it.
They just
And
keep it.
I read
But,
that Gen Z is buying CDs again.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? I mean,
You know?
it's not just. I'm telling you. There's something to be said about nostalgia. We were talking about this with the whole Pizza Hut thing.
Yep.
There's something to be said about nostalgia and what people are, what people, how they're analyzing trends and what they feel. There's something missing and all this other shit. And we were talking about community and family and friends and getting together and being together and all that stuff. That's something that you can't just mimic by bringing back the red cups at a pizzeria. But the other thing that we're talking about is just like the things that we have moved on from that really they have not become obsolete. And there was no reason. It's not just nostalgic to want to own physical copies of things anymore.
No.
Like the fact that almost it's a lot of people's movie collections now are just like racking up on an Amazon account.
Yeah.
And if you don't
Right.
have, if your Amazon account gets canceled or you can't, whatever, it's like, it's not yours anymore.
No.
If
Yeah,
you have no internet, you
Right.
can't pop in a DVD anymore.
Nope.
And the other thing there too is, I was talking about this before on my show this week about just lost things. We were talking about lost American tourist attractions and all that other shit.
Okay.
And I said the thing that really I started thinking about was that a lot of the things that we're losing right now also it rooks from us the whole feeling of having a place and locality. Like for example, we got Amazon. We got, Amazon with the streaming and all types of AI shit and Uber Eats that brings it right to your door. We're missing out on what we used to have with restaurants, of course, but there's also libraries and there's shopping malls and there's all these other things that you can say, well, we don't need them anymore. It's like, okay, I get that we have conveniences that whatever, but was it a net positive for us with these new, was it really a net positive?
No, because
I got to say, I went to the Westchester recently to get fitted for a suit. There's a place called My Suit in the Westchester.
Okay.
And yeah, there were people walking around, and there was like not a ton of people, but enough where you were like, this is nice. There's
Bro,
people
I
walking
told you.
around, shopping in stores and stuff, and it's like, this is a nice, like, everyone's not just sitting at home and fucking ordering stuff on
A
Amazon.
bowling alley,
Even-
man.
even-
An
Even though
arcade.
we all do it, but
I
dude,
love the
bowling
scene.
alleys, dude. Yeah,
I love the smell of a
I-
Macy's.
Well, you better not get used to
I
that
love-
because they're all closing.
I know, but I love going to
A
a
department store.
I love going to a mall and walking into like a jewelry section somewhere, and just it's that smell of like
Perfume.
Yeah.
yeah.
perfume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the makeup, jewelry, and perfume shit. was
Oh,
all-
here's another one that often comes up from time to time with me too, and that is radio. Like the
Right,
AM, FM, the technology is never going to be obsolete. It is a wondrous, awesome, magical technology to have human voices and thoughts being able to just these flamethrower signals that you can get them out across a continent, bounce them off the ionosphere, with all the other shit. The business model around radio sucks, but the fact that we don't less and less inclined, I think that I would love to own a couple of small radio stations. I really would. I really would. I wish I had FU money. I would
Hey.
gobble one up quick.
Look at like the Peak up in Briarcliff. They're like, they play a lot of like 70s stuff, then newer, like more indie type of rock.
That's where the peak is?
The Peak's like in Briarcliff.
What about
technically.
WARY?
But
Is WARY still a
there you
thing?
go.
I
Are
don't
they?
know.
It's got to be.
80.1?
But like, to my
has to be.
point, like,
WSAU is still a thing. They're still going strong.
are they
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, they are.
And that's
They,
a
they
college,
actually have
right?
a wider broadcast now. That I can
Ooh.
get here in the city, no problem. Whereas before,
Really?
you had to like be in like the right location, hold your receiver at some kind of angle
Yeah,
to get
in
it.
Jersey, in Jersey.
But, yeah, they're still playing heavy music. They still
Brutal.
throw shows and stuff and sponsor shows. So shout out SAU.
He said that's
Wow.
great, man.
Yeah.
Like what Frank's saying. Like we need that.
It would be awesome. I saw that the White House had said something about this maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago about pushing to continue to mandate that cars have AM radios in them, which I think is
Yeah,
great.
I was thinking that.
Practicality.
Yeah.
I mean, everything cannot, like, the thing, you know what I pisses me off? I mean, we just had this dud of a nor'easter this week. Everywhere we're getting 6 inches of rain. We got a drizzle.
Well, but if you went
I mean,
like
good.
40 minutes north,
Yeah.
dude, they got
Good that it
slammed.
missed us.
I know.
It missed us
Jersey
here.
drowned
Yeah, they
too.
got smoked.
Jersey's bad. We have friends actually in Putnam Valley, like where we used to play at the VFW. Over 6 inches of rain they got.
Upstate got slammed.
Like crazy slam, dude.
And during those storms, whether they're rain or whether they are snow, the one thing I always loved doing was putting on the police scanner
Right.
and just listening to everybody work throughout the night. Where's there a flood? Where's
Right,
there a
right,
tree
right.
down? Who
You used
needs
to do that? No shit.
I still have the Radio Shack trunk tracker on my
shit.
desk at home. The
No
problem is if we had a blizzard tonight and I wanted to just peek in on what was going on around town,
Right.
aside from maybe I think I still have the DPW on there. They're the only ones that still use radio frequency. Everybody else is on digital comms.
Right,
It's all
right,
encrypted. It's
right,
all
right.
digital. It's not radio anymore.
Gotcha.
So it's just like,
Eh,
which I think should be illegal. We're paying for all this shit. I want to listen to all of you
right.
work.
There you go. Hey, that's a good point.
Hell yeah.
Well, if you run for mayor, I can't vote for you because I don't live here anymore.
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
make sure your parents vote for me.
I'll put a gun to their head and tell them they
Mayor
have
Goldie
to
Wilson.
vote
Yeah.
for Frank.
Going back to new music, I've been
Yeah.
listening to the new Devil Driver record, and it
Ooh.
is so sick.
Oh, I
Is it?
I didn't even know they put out anything out.
Is it AI?
Yeah.
I hope so.
No. So he recruited a couple new bandmates. Des Farfara, I think that's how you say his last name.
Hey, Desi.
My friend Gabe, who plays in a band called Enterprise Earth, he got recruited to help write and produce it.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
fucking sick, dude. It's like going back to Fury of Our Maker's Hand, but better.
Oh, really?
Better.
Yeah.
I gotta listen.
I've been
to
rocking it all week. It's
I gotta
really
listen.
good. It's really good.
You know, Anthony brought it up before. He brought up Typo Negative before. Did you guys see the Gibson?
Yes. Yes.
Wait, what?
Is there going to be more of that?
I don't
Wait,
know. I sent it to Monty.
what-
I sent it to Monty. I was like, dude, more of this.
No, this is it's 13.
Explain.
It's 13 minutes long. It's called The Untold Story of Typo Negative.
Okay.
If Tim leaves, we can watch it together. It's only 13 minutes, but it's so good.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's
It really
it's
is.
Okay.
it's just Kenny Hickey. You know, it's all sponsored by Gibson. This is it right here.
Okay.
Well,
And-
this is all, but they finally uploaded it, but I saw this in small clips
Okay.
not too long ago.
Oh, wait. Gibson actually responded to me over here. I said I could have listened to 3 hours of this, and they said 6 days ago, more footage coming
There
soon.
you go.
Nice.
See, this stuff's great, though. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
got to
mean,
watch this.
it-
I'm gonna
It's-
watch it tonight.
I'm gonna watch it right after I hop off. Actually,
Why don't you watch it now on your phone, and we'll watch it here.
Why don't you leave us alone, Tim, and just watch us?
actually try to play it. I'll see.
And
if
you
I
can-
hear it.
No, I'm joking.
you can watch it. What time is it?
Well, yeah, play it and really concentrate, Tim, to hear it. Like really
Wait,
concentrate.
put the
Try-
captions on.
Tim,
Try to hear it. Just
Tim,
try to hear it.
tell me if you hear this.
Nah, I got nothing.
You gotta concentrate.
So weird because I
It's
heard
there.
the loud
You have to
wire,
really, really,
What
really
if?
concentrate.
What if you get? It's only 8:00. What if you get off the line? We will watch it. You watch it at home on the stream, and then call us back with some roundabout thoughts.
I can do that.
Unless you guys want to say it's only. If it was longer than this, I would say nah. Just watch it on your own. But it's only 13 minutes, and it goes by so quick.
I can do that.
I mean, I'm down for whatever you guys want to
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Play it.
I mean, play it.
All right, Tim, call us right back.
All right.
All
You
right.
got to play it though.
Yeah, we're gonna play it.
No, he's got to play it.
Oh, he's gonna have to watch it on the stream.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, I'll bounce him off of here. Hold on, let me get
Bye,
him.
Tim.
Or he can just keep. He can keep the.
Yeah, he's there.
He's
Oh.
gonna watch the stream. Yeah.
I'll just get him.
Oh,
Off.
okay.
Bye, Tim.
Everyone I love is
Dude.
dead.
Fucking great song. Great song.
All right, let me.
They
see.
talk about world coming down
Oh.
briefly.
Let me see where we can.
And everything dies, which is like only they could do that. You know?
Put
Fucking
Anthony
great band.
there.
That is it. That album, you know,
Peter Steele.
for the
Well,
longest
you
time.
hear how they meet each other too. It's so awesome.
Yeah. For the longest time, you know, I mean, you know, World Coming Down I've always liked World Coming Down, but
Right.
you know, my favorite album was probably like somewhere between, you know, Bloody Kisses and October Rust.
Okay.
And Life Is Killing Me, I consider
Yeah,
Life
that's
Is
a good
Killing Me a
album.
summer album. Like I don't
Right. Okay.
there's like I always feel like Typo Negative is like it's like you can pinpoint what season is what album.
Okay.
And for me, maybe it's because of when it came out in the summer of like 2003. It reminds me of the
Right,
summer of
right.
2003. But World Coming Down is by far, when I look at it, like the peak.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's like their
I always-
fucking album.
I always
Right,
wanted
the
to.
seminal work.
I always hoped that we could have gotten like Kenny or Josh to come into the studio and do a stream. Kenny seems like he'd be down. I mean, he's doing a lot of this lately.
Kenny just released a new song.
Oh, today,
Just
actually.
today, yeah.
Right? I didn't watch it yet, but I saw it.
Well,
Yeah.
did you see? You've seen that other band? What's it called again?
Silver Tome?
Silvertone.
Tomb? I've
Coming-
heard of them.
Hold
Yeah.
on, what is it? It was
I mean, I just love that
coming down.
they're like New Yorkers. You know, they're from Brooklyn, and you know, we're from New York. We're
No,
not from
that's not it.
Brooklyn, but-
Silverstein. No,
Silver Tomb.
you know,
Silvertune.
Tomb, like TOMB.
you know, Typo Negative really embodied the grittiness of New York.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? That is maybe gone. Maybe
I
it's coming
think
back.
I
but-
hear Typo
yeah.
Negative, and I think like I have
Yeah.
like just like images in my head of like I can smell Lemoore. You know,
Right.
I can
right.
Oh,
Or the East River.
Let's watch this because that's their first show that they talk about here.
Okay, let's
All right,
do this.
All right, let's do this. Hold on. I'll go back.
I can
to this
smell the
shit.
garbage juice on Brooklyn streets.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
All right, here we go.
The prostitutes.
I was born at Coney Island Hospital on the fly. My mother was in a cab. You know, get more Brooklyn than that. And I was raised in Marine Park. Pretty poor. You know, when I look back at it now. My mother was a divorced mom, single mom, like everybody's mom was in the 70s, right? Grew up in a very small apartment, 2-room, one living room, bedroom, and a kitchen. Slept with my brother till I was 20. Back then, you listened to the radio, WPLJ, that was the rock radio, you know, and listened to it all day. I met this kid, Sean, in school, befriended him, and he was a big Kiss fan. You know, and I was like, Kiss? These guys are horrible, they puke on stage. And I was like, well, what do you like, you know? So, well, I like Elton John, I like this, I like that. I like this song I heard on the radio recently called Rock and Roll All Night, Party Every Day. It was just Kiss, you idiot. I discovered I was a Kiss fan, you know. I went to his house. Oh, his room was great, man. I mean, his mother just let him do whatever he wanted. You know, they used to shoot BB guns into the wall. They had posters of Alice Cooper everywhere, Kiss. And within minutes, we had Kiss Alive went on, and we were playing broomsticks, so we had talcum powder out, like, Kiss, you know. I had Banaka. We used to light the Banaka. You know, growing up in the 70s as a kid, I was addicted to horror movies. I mean, I think we all were back then. Creature Features and all those gothic horror movies from the early 60s and Night of the Living Dead and all that stuff. And then the first song I ever heard from Black Sabbath was Black Sabbath, the song Black Sabbath. And that was just like all of that incarnated into music. You know? I was like horrified when I heard the first 3 notes. It was so powerful and so deadly sounding. And it changed me forever. It made my idea of what was heavy completely changed. You know? That's what really set me on, you know, the path. I could see nothing else. The first time I met Pete Steele was years before that. Carnivore, the drummer of Carnivore, Louis Beto from Carnivore, the drummer, grew up with my brother. They were all 5 years older than us. Peter was 5 years older than us. My brother went to school with Louis. Louis was in my house all the time, every day. He heard me on my TV. And Louis was like, wow, Peter, your little brother's getting really good. So I guess Stan, or whoever was in Carnivore at the time, left. I should take you down and meet Pete Steele. Maybe you try out for Carnivore. I was like 14 years. I was this little skinny kid. You know? I weighed like maybe 90 pounds wet. He was like, come meet Peter. So I was like, okay. I went down to one of their shows to meet Peter. And this is when they were wearing all the fur outfits with the, you know, the shoulder pads. And he was 90 feet tall, you know, and he walked up to me. He goes, hey, this is Peter. This is Peter's little brother, Kenny. I was like, and he just looked down at me, perplexed. And he went, you got a Marshall stack? You got to work out. And he walked away. That was my first meeting of Peter. With all this, I didn't get into Carnival. Would have never figured that I would end up playing with the guy for 30 years after. Our first rehearsal was like in the A room in Sal's studio on Quentin Road. Josh came down. It's the first time. First time I officially met Josh. I knew him too from back in the day when I was a kid. He was one of the older kids still. And he was just like full on hair and everything right off the bat, you know. I remember it was quite chaotic, and I just improvised, lead-wise. Well, first show we did, I think we played a Saturday night. All we had was the first record, right? So it was Slow, Deep, and Hard, which was 70 minutes of either 100 beats a second or, you know, 1 beat per minute dirge, you know. And we proceeded to play the whole record. You know, and who showed up? Carnival fans. During the show, we played a Carnival cover. And the whole audience broke out into a huge fight. And they all ran outside of Lemoore, and they were all fighting in front of Lemoore, and the whole club was empty. So we had like 40 minutes left of playing with 2 people in the audience. That was the first show. Peter was unique. You know, we were all wanted to be rock stars. Everybody in the neighborhood. Everybody's been putting all this effort into that. Peter didn't give a shit about that. He just wanted to play music, make records, and with the least amount of effort and not leave home. He didn't want to leave Brooklyn. We always talk about this, the type of black cloud. You know, he truly is. At that time, Peter was very much, you know, he'd lock himself in the basement and he had his keyboard and his guitar. Peter was getting tired of just screaming, you know. And we were already dabbling with melody, you know, from So Deep and Hard on, certain things, whoa, 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 things like that, you know. It's way harder to write a melody than just to scream your head off, you know, and we wanted to expand, you know, and start getting some melodic qualities to the band and bring it to another level. A lot of it was, much of it was pre-written. I didn't realize what it was. That's the honest answer is I didn't realize that it was going to be, any way groundbreaking or anything like that. It was a long period, about a year. The album was done. It was delivered. It hit the streets, and we were dead in the water when we were doing it. It took us at least a year. I think the album was out a year before we even went on the road, before we could convince Peter to go on the road. And at that point, we took off in a bus, and we just played small clubs across America. I had the greatest time of our lives. And it was always the feeling of, okay, this is it. The last hurrah. This band is over after this. He's never going to get on the bus again, whatever. It's going to be another disaster. And then we got a call from 9 Inch Nails. Right. So Trent liked the band. He cited the first record as some of his influences and asked us to come out and open up for 9 Inch Nails for 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of their tour on the West Coast. We jumped in a truck and van and drove straight from Brooklyn right to Seattle. It would prove that Typo could basically open up for any band. We'd have a song that could fit in with any band, except 9 Inch Nails at the height of their, where they were hot, Oh my God, we got shit thrown at us every night. They hated us. We were doing metal. So we're gonna, that's it. This 2 weeks is gonna break the band. We're gonna be superstars. We get there, people throwing stuff at us. Peter's fine, like, you're gonna throw anything, throw money. Change. Tons of change. We were only there for 2 weeks. And then another thing where Tommy Lee and guys from Motley Crue were making their record with Karabi at the time, and they liked the band. They were playing the band in their control room while we were making that record. So they asked us to come out with them. This is probably 95, I'm thinking.
There's the Pantera link, too.
How are we going to play with Motley Crue? Forget it. We just got off the whole 9 Inch Nails experience. It was like, we're going to get shit thrown at us. We listened to it. We took the tour. It was a summer shed tour. All outdoor sheds, arenas. And we had nothing to lose. And my manager was right. Within the first week, we were selling like 2,000 records a week, which was like, we sold 50 albums a week before that. That's what started the ball. Motley Crue. Christian Wu was the first one that really broke as a radio single. But Black Number One, previous to that, that was the first release, right? I believe. And that was on Headbangers Ball. At that time, we were getting the airplay on Headbangers Ball. So if you're playing heavy music, you were on Beavis and Butthead, the Headbangers Ball. So Black Number One was getting some regular rotation with that. And at that time, your career was being judged and christened or allowed by two cartoon characters named Beavis and Butthead. If they liked you, you were in. If they went, your career was over. There were a lot of bands, they were out of there. Of course, Beavis and Butthead, which is scary, but they liked Black Number One. So that started the radio ball going, singing Black Number One, doing the whole, that was the first time, me and Peter were doing kind of duet stuff with Hey Pete, which was one of my other favorite moments. That kind of like started it with me and him go back and forth, and then Black Number One really solidified it, It was really a lot of fun. Discovered, because I was not a singer. Up to that point, I just played guitar, It just happened to be that, like, my voice complemented him. He had this deep baritone, I had the opposite. There was always tension between Peter and Josh, and at points me and Josh. It's difficult to live together, man. Especially with four strong personalities, they all want their way. Everybody's trying to make a name and a mark for themselves, Everybody's in competition with each other. I guess that's part of what makes it good, too. Makes it work. Well, unfortunately, in the October Rust period, drugs came involved. That started a downhill spiral, for both me and Peter. Me more rapidly than him. So, coming off of all that, the album didn't sell as many as they wanted. They wanted us to sell 80 million records. We didn't, It eventually went flat. I kind of trying to push the direction of the band to a more realistic approach. It's more realism. All right, enough with the vampires. Enough with the romantic candlelight. Let's talk about the truth. Like we did in So Deep and Hard. Let's go back to that. So that's what the album was about. It was about, addiction, death. Peter just lost his father. We're all addicted to something. Darker Times, Darker Record. It's hard to listen to. It was very, very challenging. It was hard to get Peter to work a full day. He would disappear a lot. By then, it just, all those elements just got worse. By the time Life is Killing Me was like pulling teeth, this album's killing me. Took forever. Most of it developed, all of it developed now all of it had to be developed in the rehearsal studio. He would come down with no riffs, just a lot of booze, wine, and his bass. And we had to basically work the album live together, The last show was at Harpo's in Detroit in 2009, Halloween night. We didn't know it was the last show, of course. We all got in the bus, went home right after that. We sang songs and partied all the way to Brooklyn, had a great time. Just not knowing that was going to be the last time. You're chasing a bone, for 40 years of your life, You're chasing the same carrot. Same dangling carrot, You get tired of it. Him dying like that was, earth-shattering. So, I guess, for a good long time I lost the desire to keep chasing it. I call it chasing the ghost. People become casualties of it. Peter was a casualty of it. If we didn't talk him into leaving Brooklyn, he would have never died like that. He would have never died that young. I don't think so. He was a very complicated person, so I can't, it's not going to be in one statement. You can't, break him down into anything concise. But he was another one. He was chasing the ghost, too, I think in the end, essentially, he was lonely. I think the band, in the end, has substance, it's unique. And I think new generations are discovering it, and they do. And hopefully, we made something that's going to last. A couple more generations and transcend. It's transcending. I miss the tour, the playing every night with my friends, playing music with my friends every night and getting off stage and dying laughing every night till 2 a.m. That's what I miss. Most important thing is my wife and my daughters and maintaining musical integrity and doing what I want to do musically. Not selling any more pieces of myself away and leaving my legacy, whatever my legacy is going to be. I'm going to keep working on that till the day I freaking croak. I hope that my legacy will be one of honesty, in the writing, in the music itself. And to me, that's the most rewarding thing. I mean, the one thing about Type O fans, either you hate us or they're crazy about us. All this dark stuff we wrote about, and a lot of funny stuff. We're a healing element in their lives. When people talk to you, and the fans, they're honest. I mean, they mean a positive thing when they speak about the band and how it influenced them. So to be a healing factor in their lives is a rewarding thing.
Wow.
Oh, I'm glad you played that. That was fucking great.
That was fantastic.
Can you play the chicken incident from the Mistress Julia interview?
Type O negative.
Because now I need something to pick me up a little bit.
Yeah, no, I want to cry. Incident. Let's see here. The chicken incident.
Tell us about
the chicken.
Just get off chicken.
Oh, Julia. Oh my gosh.
I love this shit.
Where did Tim go?
All about the chicken.
Just get off chicken, man.
Oh, the chicken incident. You're gonna make him upset.
No, it's okay. I'll comfort you.
Starting to sweat in the dark.
Don't touch me.
Come on, tell us about the chickens.
Come on, the chicken incident.
Well,
Yes, we actually nearly canceled the tour because we ran out of KFC.
one night after a show, there were a lot of people backstage. And for our after show food that night, we had Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh, Peter's favorite! Cannibalism.
That's another rumor. Apparently you're a cannibal as well. As far as a pyromaniac and
Satanist.
a Satanist,
A deep fried.
homosexual. Well, there's either a Republican Christian or a
It's the deep fried
Satanist.
dogs. Then he can get his hands on them.
Jesus.
Tastes like chicken. It's fucking late off
So,
you, man.
so
You put me there on purpose.
after the show, right, our after show food was Kentucky Fried Chicken. So there were a couple of extra friends backstage, so a lot of people were eating the chicken. And there was like
They pillaged.
What was it?
They left him wings and like chicken legs.
No, big stacks of talent. You gotta see the look on his face.
What's this?
Fucking wings! And he went, bah! And a chicken wing.
What they did was.
And a piece of chicken skidded off of Jeremy's girlfriend's head.
What they did was take me to LAX.
LAX! It was KFC or LAX.
It was planned. It was.
I'm back.
It was.
Wait.
Oh,
It was a chickspiracy.
the drumsticks and the
Chickspiracy.
Listen, I'll tell you why. Because they fucking took the meat off the bones and they put the skin on to make it look like it was. I was like, you know, when you're ready, to, you can't wait. Like
He's getting all It was 3 years ago.
to the airport.
To the airport.
Take me to LAX.
The chicken incident.
Oh my god.
You can tell how massive of a man he is just by sitting there. He's just big.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. So that was I forgot about that part, that they actually took the chicken skin and they made it look like it was a whole chicken. And when he bit into it, it's almost like a deflated balloon.
Oh, man, that's so funny.
That was heavy, man.
Wasn't that awesome?
Yes.
That was great.
That was sick. That was fucking awesome.
You know,
Yeah.
we need more of that. Just people being honest. You know.
Yeah. I really hope
Real.
they release more stuff, because, dude, there's been probably like imitators, but there's been no band like Typo
Oh no.
ever.
Nobody can. Like, I mean, like,
One of a kind, dude.
well, there's I see, you know, sometimes who are some bands that try to kind of like embody that vibe. Him is one of them.
Him,
you know?
yeah, but he's more like alternative rock kind of thing.
Yeah. He doesn't
Woods
get the
of
heavies.
Yiprez? Yiprez?
I know what you're talking about. They're
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
the
yeah.
closest.
The closest, and they do something different with it. It's a little bit more
Pretty good.
metal driven.
I'll tell you.
To,
Yeah. Oh, then there's another band called 69 Eyes. That is like
I heard that.
yeah, that's a pretty much like a direct, like, you know,
Mike was
copy.
finding all those at a time.
But
Yeah.
you know, what I recently, I'd say probably over the past year, I never listened to Life of Agony. You know, I never really listened to them. But
oh, that band is fucking amazing, dude.
They started popping up on the algorithm on Spotify, some of their older albums.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, this
gotta listen.
sounds
Life of
like
Agony
fucking
is-
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It sounded like they sound like if Typo Negative is a genre, they're just another band in that genre. Like, they
Gotcha.
don't sound like Typo
Right.
Negative, but there's some very similar qualities. They have that Brooklyn sound.
Well,
Right.
it's a scene. It's a
Yeah.
scene. It's almost like when you listen to East Coast and West Coast rap.
Right.
Like, you can tell all those famous New York hip hop beats that came out, like Mobb Deep.
Oh yeah.
And you know, and then you compare it to Tupac or anything that's coming out of that Oakland area and Los Angeles. It's just it's totally different. New York is a little bit more haunting.
Yeah. It's a harder sound for sure too.
Yeah.
Aggressive.
I actually have a funny Typo story. When I was in She Is a Liar, we were on one of our first like full US tours.
Okay.
And we were in Texas, and we had a couple shows cancel on us. So we were stuck in San Antonio for a couple days. And we were staying at the Red Roof Inn, which is like kind of by the Alamo, kind of sort of. But there used to be an outdoor venue down the street from there.
Okay.
And Hatebreed and Typo were playing down the street.
Ooh.
And it was sold out. We couldn't get in.
Shit.
But
Oh.
we were like chilling outside because you could obviously hear it from the street. So we were like listening from the street.
Yeah, yeah.
And later on, we were just hanging out at the hotel, and Josh, the keyboard player, was staying at the same hotel. And he he walks over. We're like, dude, could we get a picture? And and he's like, oh, he's like trying to hang out with some friends or whatever. He's like, didn't want to get harassed. We're like, it's all good. We're in a band. We're on tour. We just have a couple days off. He's like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. What's the name of your band? Like
I thought that you
super
were
cool,
normal.
took a pic-
I thought you were
Yeah,
normal people.
Yeah. Took a picture with us, super gracious, and then he hopped in his friend's truck and
You know, I was thinking if we ever,
Super cool.
if there was, Tim, if you like had any friends or something that's going on a major, huge tour or something, And you said, hey, well, I have a crazy idea. If you come by the New York tri-state area, we would love to hop on as Rotten Pain to open up for somebody. Like I was thinking about a scenario where we got Rotten Pain back together to do like 2 dates on a tour that is passing through the tri-state area, and we can call it a 25-year reunion. And the tagline for the appearances would be songs you never heard from the band you never knew, and it would
from people that you've seen before.
There you go.
Slightly familiar faces. A confusing sound from a familiar face.
That's a definite that's a selling point for sure.
An unintentional comedic experience.
Yeah.
That would be awesome if you were able to garner enough media to get behind promoting a band that really did have a 25-year history, even though there was a long layoff, but they did a lot of work 25 years ago, but they were mostly a local band and all that other stuff. And you were able to figure out a way to put so much hype behind this 25-year reunion of a band that nobody ever heard about, really. And it actually worked. So I don't know what working even means, how you measure but that's just hilarious. I feel like there would be absolutely no pressure. I feel like there'd be no pressure despite all of the attention, because it's comedic in itself.
Yeah, and then we just
show up like that. You know what? You know who must have a really easy time every time they go on stage for all the decades they've been doing it? Guar.
Yeah,
I feel like it's just
they've had members come and go and pass, unfortunately. But yeah.
It's like, if you're a member of Guar, you just.
I mean, Lars kind of has it easy nowadays.
Oh, God, I got okay. Tim, get out of here again. I have to show it. You have to hear here. Just leave the room so I can show Anthony and Kyle the drum tracks, and then you just come back in. Don't disconnect.
I think I could just turn my gain down so you can't hear me. I'll just watch on YouTube right here.
Yeah, whatever you gotta do.
Because my wife
leave the room because this conversation is not appropriate for your ears.
Yeah, we wouldn't want your house guests to hear Lars's doctored drumming.
No. This one is crazy. This is Blackened from London. This is Blackened from London. I can hear that, Tim.
What year?
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you just mute yourself, please.
Sorry.
You're okay.
My bad.
What year, Frank?
This is this year.
This year. Okay.
I think they ended the major leg of their tour in London. So this is probably one of their last. This is probably earlier this month.
Okay.
Probably around Independence Day weekend. Now here's the thing I wanted. This is the most egregious one, and you know why? Because it's not even just 64th notes on the drums. It is just that kind of like giddy up beat that for the verses and shit like that. And you can clearly see that Lars's left foot is not even on the pedal.
No.
Oh, absolutely.
My God. I can't wait for this.
Okay, watch this. Watch that left foot.
That's no way. There's no way.
Look. The kick beater is just sitting there.
Oh my God.
Like this is such a basic bitch beat. Like I understand. Like I don't understand why you can't keep yourself in shape enough just to even do that. So when I saw that the kick drum beater was just sitting there, and then of course here's Master of Puppets. Now listen to this. During Master of Puppets, you're gonna hear, and it's just so you know but it's also just like the pattern. It's always there, and listen to how it just stands out. Okay, wait. Okay, ready? We'll do it. Listen. Here, we're ready?
Yeah. Oh, they didn't even. It's the same one over and over, right? I see your point.
Yeah.
playing more perfect than they are.
Yeah. I know. And he's all he is now
Upper body,
snare drum, and
So
and hi-hat.
So like, and nothing against Lars. I don't give a shit. I never cared about like, him not being the best drummer in the world. But he technically, if you want to talk musically speaking, he was always the weakest link as far as like, live tightness, right? And now he's the strongest sounding.
Now he's the strongest.
He finally figured out how to do it. I was thinking this when I drove home last time. Is there a little Lars like under the stage or in a back room somewhere?
Actually playing?
Is there a person playing it? And
No,
they punch him in and out.
That's computerized.
So
That's
if it's
programmed.
computerized,
That's all backtrack. Yeah.
okay, but they don't play to a click, or do they?
No, what I was saying is I think that
How are they doing it?
they obviously have to have somebody that is just there performing in their head along with you, and then just knowing where to punch in, because there are other changes in the song.
Right.
And I don't know, because
so
Yeah,
this
they
is
probably
like,
they probably have a kick tech.
But here's my thing.
Yeah.
They probably do. But so let's say you're playing live, truly live, no backing track, no metronome. The song's 150 BPM. Tomorrow you're going to play at 152 because you just did, or you're going to, maybe vary between the beginning of the song, the end of the song. So if it's pre-recorded, how do they know what tempo to make it?
Have you guys seen the dude on Instagram that
But I want to know
plays?
how he's doing it.
I don't know. We have to ask somebody. It's probably his tech.
Yeah, there's this dude that plays on Instagram. He plays like covers of songs in the style of Lars. Have you seen this guy?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Wait, he does
With the
if
extended,
Lars
like-
did it. Yeah.
With the extended fucking snare buildups and everything, and
It's
the weird
fucking great.
time signatures.
It's fucking great. There's
Some
no
of
time
it's actually
signature.
sick. Like
It's all great, dude.
Where the hell is he?
It's all
some of it's
fucking
actually
great.
sick.
Here he is. Okay. Lars Ulrich plays "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Hold on here.
And he got the receding hairline, no offense, but it's fucking funny.
Yeah, hold on
I
here.
mean, it's just perfect.
Ready?
He
Watch.
does his mannerisms really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glasses.
So good.
The elbow up.
I'm glad you had this queued up.
Snare. The lean back is really good too.
Yeah, the tongue out. Oh my god.
But like, would you like Metallica if you
No.
didn't have that? You wouldn't.
No,
See?
I need him.
Yeah.
I need him.
You
I
Very
need
true.
it. But that all that
Well-
odd shit.
Well, that's
Good-
the thing.
You know,
I'll be honest. Like, anytime I hear every once in a while on a Spotify like playlist or something, I'll hear Metallica covers come up. Sometimes like it's a Trivium cover or a Bullet for My Valentine cover of Metallica.
okay.
It's like a lot of the time, though, Trivium is always good with Metallica because like they kind of take a lot of influence from them. But when I hear bands that try to just make it sound better,
No.
like don't try to make it sound better.
Like you mean like tighter, more mechanical?
I heard a
Yeah.
I heard a Volbeat cover of Metallica. I think they did Don't Tread on Me. They completely changed the song. I'm like, no.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
and even bands that just they try to play close to the original, but the drums are just like, like playing something more complicated.
Right.
Like, nah,
Right.
man.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah.
into it. I'm just not
I
into it.
agree.
We actually did Within the Ruins did a Fight by Fire.
Oh yeah, I
cover.
remember that.
Yeah, it was
That was
it was
sick.
really fun to do. It came
See,
out
you
sick.
can get away. No, you can get away with because "Fight Fire with Fire" is like a quintessential thrash metal song. So
Yeah.
that's like I can hear
It was
that
fun as
being
fuck.
yeah.
Yeah.
if I hold on a second. I want to hold on.
Have you heard it, Frank?
Oh yeah. Oh no, your cover? No.
Yeah. Look it up.
Fight Fire with Fire. What was it? Within the Ruins?
Within the Ruins. Yeah.
All right, let me see. Fight Fire with Fire. Oh, there we go.
We forego the long intro.
I'm playing it. You can't hear it though. So here we
Yeah,
go.
it's
Ready?
fine.
So
I know
we'll
how it
we'll
goes.
tell you when we're done.
Sick.
I want to hear
That's nice.
hold on. I want to hear when the drums are just left alone. Yeah, now hold on. Now I have to hear the actual Fight Fire with Fire. That whole I want to hear the actual solo now, right here.
We had our friend Steven, who plays in a band called Wretched, do the solo.
Oh, sick.
It got the tone sounded pretty great. Hold on, here's the original. Now, when the first time I heard that, I said, okay, challenge accepted.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to do that. But and that's what Lars has done for generations. Everybody finds it. You maybe the first time you heard something like that was like Dave Lombardo or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you just can't. I just wish that he worked out more. There's no reason why he can't be more functional. There's no reason why.
Right.
But I wouldn't take anybody else on that stage, obviously. But there's no reason why he can't be that functional.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, it was funny to me. So thank you.
well, there you go.
Oh, Lars.
All right, Tim. Anything else you want to say? Because I want to play another live version of something, and I don't know if you're going to hear it, or if you want to go to the other room again.
No, it's fine. I can just play it on my phone. I'll just mute myself.
Okay, so then here is because we were watching Master of Puppets with the programmed drums in there, and then here's another classic,
Mini Lars.
To Live Is to Die, going into Master of Puppets in Seattle, 1989.
Oh,
I mean, this is just something else here, right here.
I haven't watched this in a long time.
Very long time for me too. I just want to watch the whole thing. Hold on. fucking gnarly. Shit, man.
He wasn't even playing that part that perfect there
back then.
Nope.
No, it was just fucking thrash. He didn't need it.
He didn't need it.
Didn't need it. It was just awesome. And
the kick drums sounded rounder, not clickier. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Like, that kind of came in the 90s, I think, with the clicky, more definition. You hear more of his, mistakes.
Good stuff.
But
there's so much.
That was their prime for sure. That was like
So
the top.
visceral.
That was the top of the mountain for them.
Yeah,
In terms
I would love to be there for that. That's
that's
the top of the top.
bar none.
Think that we were 4 years old
Yeah.
when this happened. We were 4 years old. Well, we were,
I was two. I was two.
toddling around, and this was happening in Seattle. Shit.
When they start the song and fucking Lars is like doing the jabs, you hear his like foot go through the kick drum.
Man.
Like he's fucking pissed. Like it's real.
That's
Like,
what I always
you know what
loved
I mean?
about like, all of those, all the live footage between the like from here to the next 4 or 5 years, like to about 1993.
Right.
I mean, from like 88 to 93. Holy shit! The stuff that you can sit there now on your couch at home and watch concert after concert because people keep uploading it. And the kick drums, obviously, nobody was really triggering anything back then.
Right,
It
no.
was all just mic work. So his drums, his kick drums in particular, it always sounded like you were like I don't know, like it was almost like beef.
Yeah.
Like it was like a deep
It was
thud.
deep, yeah.
And I was always like, I had to just figure out how to get that thud sound,
Right.
because I hated the big boomy, echoey stuff. But
Vinny Paul did the same thing. His kick tone in the late 90s, early 2000s, unmatched, dude. So sick. You that cuts through the room.
Yeah.
The most.
Yep.
So sick.
good job.
Good job, Vinny Paul. Thank you.
All right.
All right, Tim. Well, if this is where we leave you.
Tim, we love
right.
you.
That's cool. I'm sorry I couldn't be there. Next time I will definitely be there. My bad.
All right. Well, it's good.
Had a lot of stuff going on.
Well, hey, it's all right.
It's
Well,
all right.
now you have a whole night of getting the shit beat out of you to look forward to.
Nice. Yeah, don't rip me apart too bad. I'll definitely be watching.
Okay. All right, man. Send our best to everybody over there.
Yeah, see ya.
Will do. Love you guys.
All right. Love you too.
Too,
Be
man.
good.
Take care.
Take care.
Peace.
Peace. Oh, well.
Well,
Yeah. So Tim is having a breakdown. You can tell he's at the end of his rope.
he's looking. I'm concerned. I think we
I'm
should have
concerned
a intervention.
I'm going to call somebody right now to see if we can get some help over there.
He doesn't live that far from the Brooklyn Bridge.
Well, we better stop. We better get some police boats into the water tonight.
With nets.
Tim,
don't do it.
Tim,
Life's worth
please.
living.
Please, Tim.
Can I just say something back to the chicken video with Peter Steele?
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is how he felt because I'm not him and I wasn't there, but it didn't look like he wanted to be there at that moment.
No, that's how they were in interviews. Like probably,
But him in
Josh-
particular,
Josh didn't say a single word the entire
because
interview.
he didn't give a shit.
He's just sitting there the entire interview.
We got together. We were all because that's when Headbangers Ball came back.
Yeah, we were probably watching that together.
Probably at Carmona's house.
I think so.
We would get
the
together
apartment.
at Carmona's
Yep,
at the
that's
Lifesaver
right.
building.
That's right.
And we would watch those
Yeah.
when it came back because we weren't really, we were very, very young when the first Headbangers Ball was around. So this was like our chance to be in on it from the ground floor.
Shit, that's right. It came back for us. You're right.
It came
Just
back for
the
us.
three of us and Tim. Tim.
Right. And it can't, that's what it's like. And they had Mistress Julia who was doing the whole thing. So
no. She was on Uranium.
Uranium.
Right. She
That's
was
right.
like a Hot Topic
Oh,
poster child.
So
wait,
you had
who-
Fuse. So Fuse.
Jamie Josta did
Jamie
Headbangers
Josta
Ball.
did Headbangers
Right.
Ball. That was
That's right.
I mean, that was at a time where there was like a resurgence in metal. Like, you know, it was really like, because if you watched Headbangers Ball on MTV2 at the time, it wasn't just like some mainstream metal bands. They had like fucking black metal bands on there.
Yep.
They had symphonic metal bands. Like there was like really like deep shit.
The whole culture. Like the whole
I remember
spectrum,
them playing some deep tracks of Nevermore that I had never seen before. Like something before, I think might have been like something before the Dreaming Neon Black album or something. It was like old Nevermore.
Politics of Ecstasy.
Something like that.
Something like that. I think that's the name.
They were it was a music video of them in the
Ecstasy of
desert.
Politics or something like that. Yeah.
They were in the desert or something.
And it went on late, I remember. Right? It was 10 or 11.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It wasn't early in the night.
And it was on Saturday nights, right?
Yeah.
We used to make a party of it.
Right.
Like
We used
with
to go to
Carmona.
Carmona's.
And then you would like, party a little bit, and then it would come on towards the end of the party or whatever, or later in the party.
Yeah.
Those are the days when people used to get together and hang out with each other and not
Early-
stare at their little screen.
Let me see here.
Well, because we didn't have little screens to stare
No.
at that time. I mean,
It was 10 p.m.
your phone was pretty limited. You didn't there was no way to watch
No.
videos on your phone.
We had to get together and watch a big screen together.
It premiered. The revival premiered on May 10th, 2003, hosted by Metallica.
Huh.
They
No
were
shit.
they were the opening host, and then the primary host was Jamie Josta. He took over soon after the launch, and
Which is actually why he was late to the show that we played with them in the
Oh,
chance.
yeah.
He was filming an episode of Headbangers Ball in the city.
I forgot that detail.
And he got stuck in traffic because it was like a Friday night coming out of New York to get, 2 hours north.
They should have asked us. They should have asked us. That's when what a peak that was that night.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get asked to sign a Hatebreed Ticketmaster ticket as the opening band by some people you don't know,
yeah.
like it's one thing for your parents to say, "Can you sign my?" But I signed like 2 tickets that night. I was like, "Really, me, us?" Shit.
It doesn't take much to connect with other people, right? And that's what the music's all about. If you connect with someone, it doesn't matter if you're famous or local, right?
Yep.
It doesn't.
Yeah, that's it. Anyhow.
Anyway.
I used to live at the St. George in in Brooklyn Heights, says Blacked Out Bitch. And Dusty Blue says Tim must be close to me if he lives near the Brooklyn Bridge. So we have a couple of locals around here.
So if you guys can actually go out with your nets and catch Tim,
please go
please.
follow. Actually, Dusty, if you can go out, but around somewhere around the Brooklyn Bridge and make sure that there's a whole bunch of lard bread just there to create a cushion for his fall, because he's definitely on the fritz. You can tell he's at the end of his rope. It's over. He just signed a new record deal. The pressure is mounting.
Things are going too well.
Yeah, when things are going too well, some people. There's this video. I saw it on Instagram. It made me laugh. This black kid, and he was doing a bit where the caption was rappers the moment they sign the big deal and they've made it. and he goes through all of these hilarious scenarios of, wow, I just signed I just made X amount of millions, or I just got this incredible deal, or my life has changed for the better. I better go buy a Switch, or I better go I better go kill somebody, or whatever like that.
Yeah.
I just love it. Like things are going too good. I have to sabotage myself in some way.
Yeah, I mean, those people exist in this world, and it's too bad. But Tim, please, we're begging you.
Please. All right. Well, that's it for tonight.
Oh,
hope everybody had a good one. And yeah. So, Kyle, where are you going? What do you got planned for the rest of the weekend?
I'm gonna hang with my kids, and if I get a chance, I'll probably play my guitar.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm working on a couple things.
Awesome.
I got
riffs.
I
Can't
got
wait to hear it.
Aurora this close. She was this close with just the basic 4/4 beat. Just we've been working on it in the basement
That's
every day.
awesome, dude.
So close. She's like, I'm sweating. Like,
that's the point.
You have no clue what sweat is yet. The hell is this?
Gotta get her a little fan. I mean, that's great that you're like letting her get on it, man.
Well, what I do is I say I'm going down to all right, I'm going down to the basement to work out and play the drums. And I don't say, hey, you want to learn how to play the drums? I just say, I'm going to go play the drums. Can I play them too?
See, that's perfect.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's as long as she's just like with baseball, as long as she's interested, I'll keep feeding her a little something. Lord knows I need to fucking brush up. So if I can just sit there for an hour and play a simple 4/4 beat to a metronome, I think I'd benefit from that. So that's all.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Good night from the crew.
Good night. Good fight.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that last time. I should have had it ready. Whatever. Okay.
Listen to some Typo Negative tonight.
Yeah.
Everyone I love is
Brush up and keep, and now I have to keep the notifications on from the Gibson because I don't want to miss another one of those that comes out. That's awesome.
Hey, man, that thing was great.
Listen to If You Don't Kill Me, I'm going to have to kill you. Off of Life Is Killing Me.
Oh shit! Hold on.
I'm just gonna. I still have that CD. I still have the CD. I think.
Wait a second.
My friend Kenny Ross told me listen to this band Typo Negative in high school.
Hold on. Right here. Through the valley.
That fucking bass.
Jesus face. Temples, clinically insane. You don't kill me. I'm gonna have to kill you. You don't kill me. I'm gonna have to kill you. Oh man, there is shit, and I'm thinking about all the other ways that they close out the songs in this album. All the other songs on the album now I'm thinking about.
Can you imagine if someone did like an acoustic or like those songs could all just be like, I could see why Monty said it was his grunge band.
Oh yeah.
This
Dude.
could all be unplugged.
It's
because
just great songs.
They were Pete and Josh were very influenced by the Beatles and Black Sabbath.
That's what I was hearing the whole time.
Like that's
I knew that. I
Pink
heard
Floyd,
that.
the Beatles, Black Sabbath, like they were. That's why they were so. It's high quality fucking songwriting. It's great,
and it's not overly technical. It's not that it's inferior. It's just It's exactly what it needs.
This is my favorite. I don't. I have to listen to the whole album again, but this is probably my favorite on the album. The Dream Is Dead, and it is obviously it's just a great Valentine's Day song. That's the actual. That's the chorus. Another lonely Valentine's Day. I can't believe things end up this way. But the end, the dream is dead. When they sing the dream is dead at the end to close the song out, I don't know. It just takes me to like, it sounds like the 80s or something. I don't know what. It's just so good. Anyway, here it is. Valentine's Day.
So good. It's like in an 80s movie. Yeah.
These harmonies.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I fucking love the end of that song. There was one.
So good.
I think it was the summer of 2007 or 8 or something like that. I would just play like the second half of this song on repeat. Just something
Just for the outro.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I do shit like that too. I could feel that
It's like I wanted to live in that.
moment.
Yeah, that's just good shit.
I mean, Kenny's guitar tone, man, is like with the chorus, it's kind of fuzzy, you know? He has a very unique guitar tone, especially for that era of music.
Well, you'd be
You know?
surprised how much of that is Pete's bass too.
The distorted bass,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because he had a lot of the phase sound,
Yeah.
that phase and fuzz.
And he put that on his bass too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like he was a guitar player, and he wasn't, but he was.
Right.
Because there was only one guitarist.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used what they had, and they made good songs, which, you know, I'll take that any day over the shredding. Not knocking shredders. I love it. But,
I agree.
man, I fucking got to go listen to that album now.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's my favorite. Honestly,
Damn.
like I said before, Life is Killing
So
Me for
good.
some reason. For some reason, Life is Killing Me is a summer album to me.
Damn.
Like
My girlfriend's on that.
no, that's October Rust.
That really okay. There's certain parts. It's just also the way that atmosphere is built, in there too. Where and it's probably not that, but and I know like for example, it just sounds like it sounds like seagulls almost sometimes at a beach.
Well, they're in Brooklyn, right? There you go. Maybe they were just,
I picture like
you
a
know?
lot of the aesthetic for me is like a smoldering hot Brooklyn sidewalk with like a melted ice cream cone on the sidewalk and garbage juice and fucking like just
the
disgusting
garbage juice. That's such a
disgusting
perfect
Brooklyn.
way.
Yeah,
to describe
disgusting
it.
fucking Brooklyn.
Not knocking Brooklyn. I'm just saying it. I know what he means.
A
Like,
heat wave in Brooklyn, sunny, hazy, fucking. That's what Life is Killing Me reminds me of. Life is the entire album.
you're pissed off. You're jaded. There's a lot of like jaded feelings in this music. Like chip on your shoulder,
hot
shit.
melted tar on the side of the street, like fucking.
Like you got a Mr. Softy cone, but it fell before you got to
Right.
enjoy it. Now it's on the street with some gum
Yeah, exactly.
and Tim.
Well, kind of like later Misfits sounding, says Peter in the chat room. Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit.
there's a lot in there. It gets a lot more musical and melodic at that point. But good way to end, no doubt about it. Okay, Everybody enjoy your evenings and talk to you all soon. Be well.
See you later.
See ya.
See you.